up, everyone? Welcome back. Hope you're all doing well and all the insanity going on throughout the globe right now. I hope you and your families are well. Welcome back to a long-awaited Coffee with Baldman. Where have I been for the past month? I'm so sorry for my absence. I do truly apologize to all of you out there. The last video I did was the Memorial Day video. And later on that night, there was a massive thunderstorm here in the area, so I shut my system down and it failed to reboot. So it was down for about a week. It was nothing really serious, but in the process of getting my system repaired and fixed, all of the insanity happened here in the US. Social media became incredibly toxic, really divisive, and I found myself happy that I hadn't been on social media for the ensuing week, and I felt like I walked into just a massive chaos. So with all of the toxicity and all the stupidity, even stuff popping up on my page, my personal page, I took a step back, and then other issues happened. The usual ear infections that I get nailed with every month, at least once or twice. Lost some friends, and a possible COVID-19 issue with my family has put me off for the past month or so, which is truly unfortunate. I do truly apologize. I tried to shoot some videos. There were a couple that I did. The big one being a video for Elegy by Burger Kill off their latest release, their Kill Estra record, which is adding orchestral elements and an orchestra to a lot of their original songs, mostly coming off of 2011's Venomous record. And I just wasn't happy with the video that I created. I found that there were some issues in the songs that I couldn't just find my groove in it. The vocals were pitch corrected and auto-tuned, and just I didn't like the processing on them, especially because I think their vocalist is a really, really cool, clean range, very unique, clean voice, and I would have liked to hear that without all the processing. And then a couple of growls that they did have on the track that were supposed to have this emphasis had the modern metal massive wall of vocal layering and processing, and it just didn't sound good. And it also ran into the issue that a lot of orchestral records do, where there was the orchestra drowning out the rest of the band. It just wasn't mixed very well in that score. And I also didn't like the drum mix. So all combined, I feel like it was the track was losing all of the impact and the emotion that it has on the original recording. I just didn't feel that my video was truly very good. It wasn't up to my standards and the quality that I hold to videos that I put out. And I had a couple of other videos that I shot that were similar. I felt like it wasn't there for me. And I'm never going to compromise on the level of quality I want to put out on a video. If I'm not happy with it, then I'm not going to put it out to you guys. That's just not fair to you. It's certainly not fair to my Patreons who support me monetarily, or it's the biggest source of revenue that I receive here on the channel, and one that keeps me in gear, because the overwhelming majority of the Patreon money gets reinvested. I have done some other stuff into the channel. I have done stuff like get my dogs and help with that stuff, but the overwhelming majority of money that I make from the channel goes right back into it. New mics, better camera, other gear that I might need, stuff like that. And when people request stuff like that, typically it's very personal. So I don't want to put out bad quality. That's just not fair. So finally getting back, that spark's back. Things are calming down. I feel comfortable getting back on the channel and going through comments and all that stuff. So I want to let you know, one of the cool things about this whole situation is I did get that lovely monster behind me that you started to see in videos. That I justified part of that because I am going to bring that into the channel and start trying to translate the tech speak and the information of musicians and guitar players to you guys, so you can have a better understanding and understand some of what I'm talking about when I talk about tremolo picking or certain techniques being utilized. Understand some of the cool things the guitar players that you love are doing and be able to demonstrate that. So the next piece of gear that I'm looking at for the channel, but hopefully I'll be able to save up Patreon cash for in the next couple of months, will be a recording interface so I can plug that lovely monster in, which I will talk about in another video, and be able to play and record and talk to you guys at the same time, show little things. I feel like it'll add more value to what I'm doing here for you guys and give you a better insight into some of your favorite players. And having a 7-string, my first actually, also allows me to cover more bands, because a lot of your favorite bands out here, many of you subscribers, Duran Gray, Muck, the Gazette, Evergrey, the majority of modern metalcore bands and progressive bands are using 7s. 8s, I can't even fathom the idea of. But having a 7-string covers the bases, the majority of the bases, and allows me to dive into some of those players. So I'm really looking forward to that. I certainly appreciate bands like Duran Gray more. I've been focusing a lot on them and their cool little tuning and stuff that they use to give you guys a better understanding of all that. So content coming up. I've got a couple of videos that are going to be out right after this one. I want to prioritize Patreon content first. I've got a lot of full records that I need to get done, and those are what I love to do the most. But they're also long. You figure an average hour video, or an average hour and a half album video takes me 7 or 8 hours total time to get recorded, get edited, get uploaded and converted, and live. So I'm going to make a very concerted effort to get through that. Muck, Duran Gray, some playlists the people have created for me. So that's the big one. That's what I hope to get through, the majority of that stuff in the next couple of weeks, along with cycling in bands and cycling in some of the other requests as well. But I've got to prioritize the bands, especially the small ones, and I've got to prioritize Patreons at number 1. I love all you guys. I've got so much content. I mean, I think I've done 900 plus videos, and the amount of requests is just, it's insane. So I don't know if I'll ever truly be able to get through all of them at this point in my life. But I really appreciate you guys being here. I'm sorry I haven't been gone. I hope I can start adding more to your lives as far as stuff going on during all the crazy quarantine, the second wave of all this going on. So I hope you're well. I hope you and your families are well. And I look forward to giving you the content you guys absolutely deserve. So thank you so much for being with me. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm still going to support law enforcement, military, veterans, and first responders, especially being a veteran myself, prior service military. There's good and bad apples in all professions out there. It doesn't revolve around one or two, and the good far outweigh the bad. And I'm not going to change the way I care about them because of certain things that have happened. It's not going to reflect the whole. I'm not going to get into it. This is not a politics channel. I will never do one of those. So if you have hateful stuff to say, don't bother posting it on the channel, because I'm just going to delete it and block you. So there's that. I love you guys. As always, let's thank my law enforcement, military, veterans, and first responders for what you guys do every single day. You guys have been awesome. I have been Baldman. I will see you in the next one. Be excellent to each other. Keep it banging.